Okay, y'all, the last time I came to this Goodwill, it is extremely small, but it had so many good things. So let's go check it out and see what they have to offer today. Whole row of Halloween. Every Goodwill is doing that, having the whole row of Halloween. They're getting ready. All right, so let's see what we got up here for Christmas. Oh, look at the train. Oh, Riot would like that. What is this? It's funny. Look at this piece. Planter. It's pretty. This Santa in this canoe was so fun, y'all. Look at this. This would be beautiful. My family went to Oklahoma and stayed in a beautiful cabin last year. I could see something like this in someone's cabin, or if you had a cabin themed Christmas. I apologize that I did not get the price on it. It was on the top shelf. I was kind of on my tiptoes and I just forgot to get that price for you. Now, I do find several pieces in here that I pick up and bring home with me on this day, and I'm going to show you how I style them, and I'm also going to show you how I am using one of them to hold a recipe that we are also going to make together today at the end of the video. So we have some thrifting, we have a thrift haul, we have some thrift styling, so I'm going to show you how I've used these pieces that I purchased today, and then I also have a fun little recipe for you at the very end. So let's get busy doing all of those things, and I hope that you enjoy. So this piece here was very interesting to me, and I don't know about y'all, but when I am out at the thrift store, there are certain pieces that they might not be my style, but I'm very curious to know what they are. They just kind of catch my attention, and that piece in that box was one of those items. So I was trying to figure out, like, is this a pillow or what exactly is this? The tag didn't really give me any information either. So I just put it back, and I'm going to move along down the back of the aisle and look at all of the interesting things here on the back wall and on the top shelf, including this crazy looking monkey here. And then we're going to move along and start looking at some things here on the shelf behind me. Okay, and then I spotted this piece here, and this is why I like to pull things out of bags or off hangers and really look them over. This kind of had me fooled. I thought that this was like a little small lap blanket or something that you could throw over a chair, but to my surprise, this is actually a mattress cover, like a twin size probably or something. So I rolled that back up and put it on the shelf, and then I spotted this beautiful green color something here in this bag. So I look and I discover that this is actually a sofa cover. It was beautiful. It had this beautiful deep green color that I think would be gorgeous around Christmas time, but I had no idea if that would even fit my sofa. Even just looking at the pictures, I couldn't quite figure it out. So I just decided to leave that, but I just wanted to share with you that, look, you can actually find a sofa covers at the thrift store. That was kind of crazy to me. I've never seen that in a thrift store before. I thought that this beautiful blue and white and green bowl here, I thought it was gorgeous, y'all. But I really like to kind of stick to my collection of bowls of being like the old bread bowls that are just like that off-white color. They're plain, they don't have anything on them. But that would have been beautiful to plant maybe some herbs in or something like that. Put you some little pebbles in the bottom for drainage. But yeah, what a gorgeous piece for not very much money. This candlestick, it almost fooled me, y'all. I thought this was a brass just by looking at it from afar, but once I pulled it down, I realized that it was silver, and I'm really sticking to just brass candlesticks, so I did end up putting that back, but I thought it was a very fun piece. And then let me bring y'all to these apples. I know I have said before that I don't want to purchase, faux fruit like this, but I thought that these were a lot of fun. I did not purchase them, but I'll tell you why. I thought that they were $5.99, so I saw the sticker on it that said $5.99, and then once you'll see here in just a minute, I kind of turn it over. I noticed once I was editing that these apples were only like $2 and something. They were not the $5.99 that I thought they were. Yeah, right there you can see they were like $2.29 or something like that. Well, I didn't even see that in the store. That just goes to show you that when you are filming and in the store, sometimes you do miss things. Also, a while ago, y'all saw me pointing to that glass looking bowl. Well, that was actually a Wexford bowl that I was pointing out to y'all. I actually own a bowl just like that, but I was trying to kind of point that out to y'all. And I guess probably in the store I was telling y'all, look, there's a Wexford bowl, but then the music is too loud, so I had to do a voiceover and edit over it. Okay, so let's talk about this bottle that I picked up real quick. It does say like Lager beer, what does that say? Grolsch? I don't know, something Grolsch, Lager beer or something like that. I don't know. And I guess that's what was in this bottle. But y'all, I love the amber glass color of this bottle. And I was actually looking for something to make some pumpkin creamer in, like some homemade coffee creamer in. So I wanted something that had a lid, so that's why you saw me checking in the store that it would open and close and seal really good. So I think that that is what I'm going to use this for. Now, it's going to take quite a bit of like cleaning. I think I'm probably going to have to soak it in a little bit of vinegar because it has, you know, that kind of smell to it. But y'all, I thought it was beautiful, and I love to use fun things like this in my everyday stuff, like in my everyday home life. I like to use, you know, things that I love how they look, and just if they're old, which I don't know if this is old or not. It was $2.29, so that's what I'm going to use this for. I'm going to use it for some homemade pumpkin spice creamer. Let me get over to the sink and get this cleaned up, let it soak in vinegar for a little while, and then I'm going to share that pumpkin pie spice coffee creamer recipe with you in case you want to make some homemade coffee creamer too. You'd be surprised at the ingredients that are in the store-bought stuff, and it's just unnecessary. So I do want to share with you how simple and easy it is to make some homemade creamer. And if you're out thrifting, you can look for you a fun little vessel to keep it in as well. And when I was over looking at the purses and I saw this little piece here, I knew I just had to have it, y'all. I think that it is so beautiful, and I want it to put in my purse. I think that it is so fun. I am pretty sure that this is vintage. It has to be. But look at the beautiful colors in this. Isn't that fun? Y'all, this was only $1.29, so I could not pass it up. And another reason that I wanted to get it was for practical reasons as well. I am always digging to the bottom of my purse looking for either my sunglasses or my reading glasses. So I thought, you know what? This just might be a solution to a problem for that. So let me show you. My sunglasses actually fit on one side. I can't remember which side it is. Yeah, they fit on this side. And look, it closes. And then my reading glasses, which I had on, so let me take those off, they actually slide in on the other side, and it closes. So y'all, look at that. I mean, it's kind of fat once they're both in there, but I normally always have one or the other on. And so it will be awesome to just have a habit of grabbing this when I take my glasses off and sliding them in there, and I'll know exactly where to grab in my purse to put those glasses back on. So I think that this is an awesome little practical find, but it is also very fun. Again, something that I can use, that I love, that is in my everyday use, and that I love it being vintage and all. So definitely, excuse me, find those fun pieces that bring you joy and use them, even if it's just something to hold your glasses. It is no secret that I love to layer literally everything in my house. I know it's a problem, but I don't mind that. So I saw this and thought, how gorgeous would this be for the fall season? It has that beautiful
I call it wheat color, almost has like a yellow but then a cream color kind of mixed in. I don't even know what this is. Maybe originally a pot holder to hold, you know, hot foods on your counter or something. But I thought for $1.29 this would make a beautiful layering piece. Let me show y'all how I'm going to use it in my home. I almost did not grab this because I thought, what in the world am I going to do with it? Where am I going to put it? And then I remembered that I was needing something for fall to put on top of my corner hutch here in my living room. I have an old vintage bucket type thing up there, like enamelware bucket up there, and I do like that up there, but I wanted to change it out for fall. I've had that same bucket up there for quite a while. So I definitely wanted to just put something for the fall and something fun up there. And I thought this looks like a pumpkin, first of all. It matches the fall colors that I have just perfectly. So for only $2.29, I could have something that makes me so happy and bring me so much joy over on that corner cabinet. And it's something that I could use year in and year out and just put it in different places in my home decor. So yes, I did grab this. I don't even know what is this. Like, just, it's not really a bucket. I'm not even really sure what you would use it for. I bet a mum would be beautiful in this. Got some kind of fuzz on it right there. But I plan on just kind of propping it up on that corner hutch and giving a touch of fall over there in the corner. What I'm going to do to clean this bottle the best way that I can is, I don't have a scrub brush to fit down in there. I wish I did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse it really good with some hot water, and then I'm going to take this clean microfiber cloth and just push it down in there with dish soap. And I have one of those little straw cleaners, or I'll get like a little skinny butter knife or something like that, and really just kind of shake and push this around in there to try to get it as clean as I can. And then I plan on soaking this in vinegar while we're working on the recipe part of things. So let me do that. I was just trying to kind of explain, because people do ask me sometimes, how do I clean thrifted pieces? And sometimes you just have to get creative, and that's probably what I'm going to try to do. And this sticker is already kind of coming off, so I don't mind if it comes off. I don't really have to have that anyway. If I was just using it to display on a shelf or something, I would probably try to preserve the little label here, but I don't really need that. So I don't mind if that comes off, and then I'll get the sticker off here with hot water or lemon oil or something like that. It looks like it's going to come off pretty easy anyway. But yeah, so that's how I'm going to clean this. so let's get over here and let me show you the ingredients that you're going to need to make this homemade creamer. It's real simple ingredients. You need just some heavy whipping cream, some half and half, some maple syrup, some apple pie spice. I get mine at Asia Standard, but I'm sure you can get it at the grocery store. Just some pure pumpkin. Now we had this left over because Elizabeth made some pumpkin bread last night and she didn't use it all, and I said, well, save the rest, I can use that for my creamer. And then just some cinnamon. You're going to combine all of these in this saucepan, bring it to like a medium heat, like on simmer. You don't want this to just be at a rolling boil, so you want this just to come to a simmer, just so you can combine all of the ingredients and let it do just a low simmer, constantly kind of stirring and watching it. And then we're going to take it off of the heat, let it cool, and put it in our vessel. So let's do that now. So you need 3/4 cup of half and half. We're just going to do this one 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And then 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. And you could also make you some homemade whipped cream out of this, especially if you have a KitchenAid, and you could put the whisk on it and just make some homemade whipping cream to put on top of your coffee. I plan on doing that too. I'm just not going to do it in this video. It's very simple. You just put it in a blender of some sort and blend it like hard and fast. And I think you can add a little bit of sugar if you want. I normally don't. I just use the heavy whipping cream to put on top, and it's really good like that. All right, so now we need 2 tablespoons of our maple syrup. This is going to be our sweetener. Instead of putting sugar, we're going to use maple syrup. 1 teaspoon of our pumpkin puree, however you say it. I'm going to put a little bit more because I kind of like the pumpkin flavor. 1/2 teaspoon of our pumpkin pie spice. Then 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. It says that this is optional, but I really like the cinnamon, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in. And then just turn your heat to medium. Whisk this all together. Allow it to come to like a low simmer. Remember, you're not wanting to just bring this to a big old boil and boil it, just to a simmer. You're just trying to combine everything, and that simmer will help everything really combine together. While I'm waiting on this to come to a simmer, I'm just going to clean up, and I'll come meet y'all back here once this has had time to kind of simmer and show y'all what exactly I'm talking about. Right, I just wanted to update y'all that it is getting very hot. And remember, we want to keep this just under the boiling point. So I'm going to keep a close eye on it, stirring it occasionally because you don't want something to stick or burn. But you can see how it's blended really well now. So I'm going to keep a close check on it here. And as soon as it starts, really getting a good simmer, I'm going to turn it off and set it to the side. Okay, so here it is. This is how you want it. See how it was just about to try to get up to a very hot boil? I don't want it to do that. So I'm just going to pick it up, stir it again, turn the heat off, and then I'm going to move it over here to cool down before I put it in my container because it's glass and I don't want to break something. Now you could, if you were making this before you had your coffee in the morning. I've already had mine, so I'm not going to be using this today, but I'm going to go ahead and get it in the refrigerator for tomorrow. But if you wanted to and you were making this first thing in the morning, you could go ahead and just take some straight out of this pan and put it in your coffee cup. I mean, with your coffee, of course, and keep in mind it's extremely hot. So, but anyway, yeah, you could go ahead and use this if you wanted to.
Okay, y'all, so I'm going to let this sit here and cool off completely, rinse the vinegar out of my bottle, let it kind of air out, and then I'm going to fill up this jar with this amazing, y'all have to try this, it is so good, pumpkin creamer. It is so much better for you than the store-bought creamers, and I would greatly appreciate it if you enjoy seeing this recipe and you think someone else might enjoy it. Please share my video on your social media accounts or with a friend or someone who you know enjoys thrifting and who would enjoy making a homemade coffee creamer. Y'all, it is delicious. I promise you will love it, so let me know if you try it. But anyway, in the meantime, we hope that y'all have a wonderful weekend. We love y'all, and I'll see you back here next week with a brand new video.